Hi, hello, vanakkam, and welcome back to yet another episode on your favorite Vasant Tech Talk. And this is your AI Agentic with JMeter integration. And I don't want to take most of your time during the regular training. So what I thought is, why don't we shift it? Why don't we shift the initial set of introduction classes before I even take you to the actual agentic AI training? Because the very first training day where you're going to just jump into the training part. But before that, yes, please watch all these videos from day one where you gonna start doing from the integration part, and everything is gonna start from day one. So by the time when you come to the session, you will already have half of the knowledge, and from there, I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna guide you with the steps, the exact agentic AI steps where you can probably implement in your project. So now coming back to this, I mean the main hero of our training, the agent, the JMeter. So the first thing first, let's meet the tool, the JMeter. So this is the only step where you will be looking at a Java desktop app, JMeter. So everything else from here is either a point and click inside or a single terminal command. So once I enter JMeter in my command prompt, I get to see my JMeter. So the JMeter GUI opens, and you will see the test plan in the left tree panel. That empty tree is your blank canvas. So every JMeter test ever built, from a two request smoke test to a 10,000 users stress test, everything starts exactly here. So now let's decide who is about to hit your API. So I'm going to add a thread group. So a thread group answers one question, that is how many virtual users are going to show up and how fast are they going to work. So firstly, let me right click on the test plan in the left side and click on add threads, the thread group. And I'm going to set the number of threads to 5. The ramp up period is going to be 5. The duration is going to be 30 seconds, right? And then the loop count, I'm going to tick infinite, or I can even uncheck it. So the duration will be just for 30 seconds. So that's it. And you just told JMeter to simulate 5 users or 5 people arriving over 5 seconds and hammering away for 30 seconds straight. Very small config, and that's going to be the real behavior for our learning. I'm going to just quickly save this, and I'm going to save this as my file here. So let me just save it as like lab01.jmx inside the lab1 folder. Save, yep, that's my file. And then I'm going to add a HTTP request sampler. So now I'm going to tell those 5 virtual users what exactly they are going to do. And this sampler is the heart of the whole test, the actual API call where every one of them will fire. So I'm going to right click on the thread group and click on add sampler, the HTTP request. And inside the server name, I'm going to paste the server name here. The port number is going to be 443. The protocol is going to be HTTPS. The HTTPS obviously is going to be 443. And the path is going to be posts. The method is get. And yep, that's it. So that's your first virtual API call that's been configured in just few seconds. So everything downstream. So the report you will read in step 7, the raw data in step 8, which I'm going to show you later. Even what Claude generates automatically in module 3, which is what we're going to see in our actual agentic AI training, that's going to boil down to feel exactly like this. So now we have configured the request. It's just only half the job, and you also need a way to watch what happens when they fire. So by that way, you know what you're going to happen or what will going to happen when you fire the request. So the listener will collect the results in real time, so you're not flying blind. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the thread group, click on add, and the listener at the bottom, and then I'm going to click on summary report. So this will let you see the results if you run the test from the GUI, and this is for exploration only. So always use non-GUI for real test, and it's handy for building and debugging. But remember, this one stays off for anything resembling a real load test. The GUI mode is not built for scale. The non-GUI mode is for what you will use starting the next step. And the next thing, I'm going to save the test plan. So almost there. So we are going to lock in everything. You have just configured. So right now it only exists in memory. So I'm going to click on save as my file. So lab one. And what we're going to do is I'm going to run this in non-GUI mode, right? So that's the moment of truth, I should say. So the same kind of command a CI pipeline would run unattended at 3 a.m. with nobody watching. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to close the JMeter GUI, or I'll leave it open because it doesn't matter. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open a terminal, CMD, and then okay, I have my window here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run JMeter minus n minus t and then the file name. So the file name here is lab minus one.jmx, lab minus one.jmx. Make sure, yep. And now minus l results.gtl minus e minus o report slash. So now here, oh, okay, makes sense. Okay, let me just set it to the proper folder. Let's now run the file again. Yep. So now, as you can see, it has created the tree successfully with my file. And yep, it's just a 30-second of test. So it will complete very quick. So 30 seconds is not a big time for us. But again, watch for errors. It's zero in that last summary line. That's 100% of your virtual users getting a real response back from a real server on the public internet. Zero surprises. That's what is expected with this test. So the next thing is what I'm going to do is I'm going to start my report. So start report. Am I right? Yep, report. And then slash index.html. So once I open it, I get to see my HTML file. So this is the command that I use to open my HTML file. So look at the statistics table, the key columns, the samples here, and then the average response times, the 90th percentile, the 99th percentile, the 99th response time, the error percentage, the throughput, everything. So every number in that table just came from a real network round trip that I have triggered myself a few seconds ago. And that's the whole game. So I've turned the raw request into numbers a human can act on. So one last look under the hood at the raw data the pretty HTML report was built from. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open the results.gtl in a text editor. So let me go back to my folder, the AI integration folder. And here is the results.gtl. It's a CSV file. So what I'm going to do is let me just open it. Right click on it, open with Notepad++. So coming back to this file, the results.gtl file. And once I open the file, the one thing that I could see is this elapsed. So these are the individual response times, right? And then the success column that you can see here. The success column is here with true or false here, the true command or false. And then the response code column. The response code is here with the this one here. So the response code. So keep this file shape in mind because in module 4, in the hands-on session, you can really see the Claude where you can see the file exactly like this one, and it will ask it to write the performance analysis for you automatically. But I mean, before we take anything off, so take a second. So we just built and ran a real load test into it. It's just a small a demo kind of scenario, because this is what we're gonna do, a real-time demo using Claude with Agentic AI. Lots of things are there. Again, from a blank tree to HTML dashboard. So here is how to know it actually worked. Again, this report, where is that again? Yep, the report index.html, which opened in your browser showing the statistics, and then the error percentage column showing 0.0 percentage here in this error part, which shows that all this 150 samples are succeeded, and then the throughput, which is exactly about 4 to 8 requests for 5 threads on a 30-second test. Fine. So that's about our initial JMeter. So again, why I'm giving you all these is I don't want to give you any surprises in the Claude session. I don't want you to get confused, like why and where is JMeter and how is it coming. So that's the reason I'm giving you a hands-on on that before we even go to this actual Claude session. So before I end up, this is the most critical thing. So don't uh, close the session. Don't close the video now. So please watch it for a few more seconds. So what we have built so far is a piece of JMeter test run by hand, a JMX test plan that defines the load shape, and a JTL results file that captures every request, and an HTML performance dashboard that presents the statistics like you see here. So these three files are the universal currency of JMeter testing. So any tool, any CI pipeline, any analysis step downstream reads them. In module 3, in the later session in the actual training, Claude will generate the JMX for you. In module 4, Claude will read the .jtl and it produces the analysis. In module 5, all three stages run automatically with one command. You did them manually here, so you understand exactly what the automation is doing, and so you can spot the mistakes when AI makes them. So I'm very much interested for the session, and in fact, more videos are going to come before we are going to actually start the Claude session. More and more information are going to come, and if you're still interested to join our session, I know you're all interested. Please do register in the link that I'm going to share in the description, and it's going to be a more of a transformative session for you and more informative as well. So see you all. A lot of people are registering for that, so I wish you are also joining the session. See you all in the next video tomorrow. Until then, bye bye for Vasant Shanmugam and your favorite Vasant Tech Talk YouTube channel. Take care and bye bye.